Today on OC News, Cal State Fullerton women's soccer advanced to the NCAA tournament.
Gas prices are dropping for the first time in years. How long will it last?
We sit down with a SoCal veteran as we get ready to commemorate Veterans Day.
And we will have the latest in weather, entertainment, and sports coming up on OC News. Welcome to OC News. I'm Willa Valley.
And I'm Tiffany Tejas. OC News is...
Where are we at? Welcome to OC News. I'm Willa Valley.
And I'm Tiffany Tejas. OC News is brought to you by the broadcast journalism students at Cal State Fullerton.
We're ready to celebrate tonight, and our Cal State Fullerton women's soccer team is off to Northern California later in the week to attempt to take the NCAA conference.
I have my orange and blue ready to get my cheer on for the women's team's victory. For more on the weekend victory, here's Joe Anderson.
Thanks, guys. The biggest news of today, without a doubt, is the Cal State Fullerton women's soccer team. The Titans defeated rival Long Beach State 2-1 to win the Big West Conference tournament and clinch a spot in the NCAA tournament. They will be taking on the Stanford Cardinal on Friday night at 7 p.m. in Palo Alto. Christina Birkenrode earned Big West Tournament MVP honors for her performance, which included game-winning goals against Cal State Northridge and Long Beach State. This was the second consecutive season that the Titans won the tournament to earn a bid into the Big Dance. CSUF lost 1-0 to Stanford last season, also in Palo Alto. The Titans are hoping to change their fortunes this time around and will rely on junior Rebecca Wilson to keep their offense afloat, as she has scored 10 goals on the season. I'll be back soon with all of this weekend's happenings in sports, but for now, back to you.
The final 3 designs have been revealed for the Titan Student Union renovation. The 3 teams of contractors and architects have kept the $20 million budget in mind that was approved last September using the funds from ASI and Titan Student Center's reserves.
The first design is from C.W. Driver and Gensler, which is the same team that designed the Facebook headquarters. Designer Lee Wen described their plan as a free-flowing and climate-appropriate, engaging the indoors with the outdoors. The wow space is created using tiered staircase-like lounge areas to create a 3-story multi-purpose amphitheater-style atrium that will connect the TSU underground to their first level up to the second floor offices. The design is very fluid and open, but still creates somewhat separated nooks and levels.
Perkins & Will's design added a bright orange floating extension off the second floor, which would overhang and create a shade along the outdoor entryways. The extension's interior would house additional administrative boardrooms. Much of the plan focused on creating new workspace suites with feature walls and whiteboard surfaces and break rooms for the student government and administrative offices. Their wow space plan also created an atrium, but one that was very open with a skylight, like an inner court of a shopping mall. Their concept for this design was the idea of seeing and being seen. We really wanted the students to be on display, said Sing Sing Lee, project designer for Perkins & Will.
Steinberg and PCL Construction, which designed the gastronome and the student housing residence halls, have high hopes to bring tall and sleek look to the TSU with the floor-to-ceiling untinted glass. The wow space, also an atrium, is described as open and flexible. The second floor opens up in the middle and looks down below into the lower level court, much like a mall. The square opening in the middle creates spaces along the sidelines, a lounge area for students, a boardroom, and on one side an entrance to administrative offices on another side.
To vote on which design you would prefer, go to our Facebook page at OC News CSUF. We will have the results on next Monday's show. Cal State Fullerton raised more than $16 million in total gifts for the 2013 to 2014 fiscal school year. This is twice the amount raised in the 2012 to 2013 school year and exceeds every year in history, not including the 2008 donation from alumnus Stephen G. Mahalo. The College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics had the largest campus gift total with nearly $6 million in support. Other notable donations included gifts from the estates of Emeritus Profession and Administrator Giles Brown, who gave $580,000 to support graduate studies, and Russell Benson, Emeritus Professor of Mathematics, who gave $1.65 million to support undergraduate and graduate scholarships, and the Fullerton Arboretum. Much of our success this past year is due to Orange County citizens who see Cal State Fullerton as an investment-worthy intellectual and cultural center for Orange County. Greg Sachs, Vice President for University Advancement. The Cal State system reported preliminary data that indicated a record $459.9 million in charitable gift commitments were made to the CSU's 23 campuses in 2013 to 2014. That's an increase of 36% from the previous year. Final data will be available in January.
The U.S. Postal Service said today it has been the victim of a cybersecurity intrusion that has exposed the personal information of some 800,000 employees. The USPS said on its website that the intrusion is limited and in scope and all operations of the Postal Service are functioning normally. The USPS says employee information like names, addresses, and social security numbers may have been compromised.
Postmaster General Patrick Donahue said it's an unfortunate fact of life these days that every organization connected to the internet is a constant target for cyber intrusion activity. The United States Postal Service is no different. Fortunately, we have seen no evidence of malicious use of the compromised data, and we are taking steps to help our employees protect against any potential misuse of their data.
The agency said there's no evidence any customer credit card information was exposed, but the attack also compromised some call center data and may have swept up names, addresses, and telephone numbers, and even email addresses of people who provide that information between January and August this year.
Donahue went on to say, as a result of this incident, we have significantly strengthened our systems against future attacks. We take such threats seriously and regularly take action to protect our networks, our customers' data, and our employees' information.
As Veterans Day approaches us tomorrow, OC News reporter Sofia Guerrero sat down with a fellow student veteran here on our campus and discussed what's life like as a student veteran here at Cal State Fullerton.
Hello and good evening, everyone. In lieu of Veterans Day, we have student veteran Gabriel Franco with us today in the studio to let us know what resources are available to student veterans and if there's any events going on this week. Thank you for being here today, Gabriel.
Thank you very much.
Do you go by Gabriel? Do you go by Gabe?
I actually go by my last name, which is Franco.
Franco. Okay, so can you tell us a little bit more about your military background?
So I was in the United States Marine Corps for 4 years, from 2007 to 2011. I served in Operation Iraqi Freedom. I also served in Operation Enduring Freedom, and I recently just got out in 2011.
Okay, so what has been the hardest part about transitioning after your service?
Just navigating through, the university, just debating whether or not to go to school or go to work. Just the whole language, the whole environment is different from the military lifestyle.
So are there resources on campus that student veterans can go to get that academic support or that family feeling?
Yes, we actually have the Veterans Resource Center.
Okay.
They help with educational benefits, processing them. They also help with computers, the tutoring, mentors, pre-printing, free blue books, and Scantrons as well. And they also have a location where they can hang out and mingle with veterans and dependents or supporters of veterans.
What's the location for
It's
that?
actually in University Hall, room 229.
Okay, and can anyone go there or just veterans?
Yeah, anybody can go there. It's open to the students that are here on campus, whether you be a veteran, a dependent, or you just want to get to know somebody that's in the military, or just supporters in general.
Oh, that's great. It's open to all, not just exclusive.
Yeah.
Are there any clubs that students can get involved in, like student veterans?
Yeah, we have the Student Veteran Association. We actually do a lot of advocacy. We do a lot of events, and for camaraderie, we did a community service for a local elementary school, helping them raise money for a field trip that they didn't have the funds for. We also did a dragon boat race just for the friendship and the camaraderie, which was pretty interesting. And then also we had that's what some of the things that we had.
Okay, so for the dragon boat racing, did you participate in it?
No, I didn't.
Why not?
I just don't like the water. I don't like swimming.
Did you get to see them do it?
Yeah, they were pretty activated.
That's cool. That's nice. You get to go out and just hang out with one another, and apart from school, and just have a relaxing day.
Yeah.
What other events are happening in lieu of Veterans Day?
We also have a wall of heroes that's going to be on display on the time walk. They're just going to display a lot of the veterans that come to the school, what branch of service, when they served, what was their job. Some of their personal information is going to be there as well.
Will your picture be on there?
Most definitely.
Okay.
In my uniform.
In your uniform. Well, that's good to see. Thank you for being with us here today. I'm sure transitioning hasn't been easy, so on behalf of OC News, thank you for your service.
Thank you very much.
If you want to know more about the Veterans Resource Center or the Student Veteran Association, please go to www.fullerton.edu/veterans or www.fullerton.edu/VA certification. Back to you guys in the studio.
Coming up on OC News, gas prices are starting to tumble down, and we have some inexpensive road trips to take advantage of.
Fall weather might finally be here, and a look at President Obama's trip to China. Stay tuned.
The men's rugby team hopes to make a statement.
This study abroad program includes a 4-day trip to Rome.
Welcome to the Cal State Fullerton Report.
OC News starts right now.
With President Obama.
Titan TV is a student-operated facility maintained by students.
It's on the Cal State Fullerton campus, and it's a great opportunity for Cal State Fullerton students to get hands-on experience directly in a studio environment.
Working with Titan TV puts me in this professional environment. Everyone here is really fun to work with, and everyone just gets along so well. I'm having a great time.
Controversy worldwide. One of Spain's 17 regions attempts to secede from the country. President Obama will visit 3 countries this week and much more. Here's Liliana Mota.
Thank you, guys. President Obama will be very busy this week. With the midterm elections ending, he has focused his attention on foreign policy. The president is scheduled to make a 3-country trip overseas this week. Andrew Spencer has more on the story.
President Barack Obama arrived in Beijing this morning for the meeting of APEC, the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation. There, he addressed business leaders at this morning's CEO summit.
Our future, our security, and our prosperity is inextricably intertwined with Asia.
Ahead of the summit, Obama had a chance to meet in China with the newly elected leader of Indonesia.
I know that President Widodo has a very ambitious reform agenda, and my main message here today is that the United States wants to be a strong partner with Indonesia in helping achieve its goals.
Obama will have direct meetings with President Xi Jinping, no doubt covering sensitive issues such as cybersecurity and human rights. Unlike recent trips, though, Obama does not have any meetings with human rights activists on his schedule. Administration officials say he's on a tight timeline. After leaving China, Obama will head to Myanmar, also known as Burma. He became the first sitting U.S. president to visit that country 2 years ago. The political reforms he highlighted then, though, seem to have stalled. Obama then heads to the G20 summit in Australia, where the big question will be whether he meets with Russia President Vladimir Putin, whose country was suspended from the G8 over its actions in Ukraine. I'm Andrew Spencer, reporting.
Sad news coming from Mexico. Furious protesters took to the streets after hearing the unfortunate news that the 43 college students who were kidnapped in Mexico are now believed to be dead. According to Mexico's Attorney General, gang members confessed to killing and burning the students. Officials are waiting for the coroner's report to confirm whether burned remains found in the river are the students. Things in Spain are heating up. Millions of Catalans stood in line yesterday to cast their ballot in an effort to secede from the country. Although the results heavily favored independence, analysts say individuals opposing to the secession did not vote because it's a non-binding referendum. Catalonia represents about 20% of Spain's economy. The Spanish government argues the constitution does not allow any of Spain's regions to unilaterally secede. Well, that wraps it up for here at World News. Back to you guys.
The heat was back over the weekend. Let's see if it's gone for the season. Here's Tiffany with this week's weather forecast.
Thanks, Will. Now, coming back from a warm weekend, let's take a look at the current temperature here in Fullerton. We're looking at a current temperature of 65 degrees with a low of 55. There's a light cool breeze traveling at about 6 miles per hour with 55% humidity. The sun rose at 6:19 this morning and it set a little bit ago at 4:41. It's been a beautiful day outside. Let's take a look at your temperatures for the rest of the week. Here's your 5-day local forecast. You can look forward to cooler temperatures like what we felt today all week long. It's looking partly cloudy Tuesday through Friday with temperatures in the low 70s for the rest of the week. It will warm up to 75 on Friday. And once the sun goes down, the lows are really starting to drop in the mid to high 50s. It's really starting to feel like fall, and with the holidays right around the corner, I know that I'm not the only one who's feeling the excitement. Let's take a look at some regional temperatures. Let's look at the Inland Empire. Temperatures in the Inland Empire are looking in the low 70s with a high of 74 today as well as on Friday. Let's take a look at the coast. We're looking at even cooler partly cloudy temperatures in the high 60s for the rest of the week. Now let's take a quick look at tonight's national forecast. The nation is finally starting to feel the cold, especially tonight. Here in Southern California, we're in low, high 50s. Notice 58 degrees here in LA. It's a little bit cooler in Las Vegas at 54 degrees. Now let's take a look at these freezing temperatures up here in the Northwest. Right here, 1 degree in Rapid City. And over here on the East Coast, temperatures are in the 40s. So that's your weather forecast for today. Will, back to you.
Thanks, Tiff. Have you guys been paying less at the pump? I know I have. That's because gas prices have been decreasing. Here's Liliana Mota with the story.
Customers across America have been experiencing falling gasoline prices. CBS reports over the past 2 weeks, prices nationwide have dropped 13 cents, and analysts say prices will continue to go down. Henry Mendoza, Chevron MIT at SOAR 1833, says the falling gas prices have resulted in happier customers.
Great that the prices are actually going down. We've seen that a lot of customers are happy, have gallon be almost at $3.
Prices at this Chevron are just below $3.50 a gallon, with regular costing $3.25, plus at $3.33, and Supreme costing at $3.41. According to USA Today, regular unleaded gas prices have dropped from $3.70 a gallon to $2.99 this past June. This has customers feeling extra happy at the gas pump.
Fantastic. It can't happen to nicer. I grew up on 10 cents a gallon that many years ago. And up until Ronald Reagan got in her, God bless the crater, it was 25 cents. And then it went to $1.
The Arco station down the street from Chevron offers one of the lowest gas prices in the town, with unleaded costing $2.99 a gallon. Experts say customers can expect these same gas prices for the next few months. Reporting from Norco, this is Liliana Mota, OC News.
Speaking of cheap gas prices, why not take a quick trip out of town with family or friends? Here's Quinn Tien with 3 inexpensive road trips. Thank you, Tiffany. California has so many places to visit, but here are 3 must-see places that won't cost you a lot. Number 1 is Big Sur in Central California, a place that will take your breath away. Depending on where you leave from, after the break, we'll see if Interstellar lived up to its expectations.
And more from the world of sports, and a special meeting took place in Canada. Stay tuned.
Titan Radio is Cal State Fullerton's own radio station located in the basement of Pollock Library. Students can stop by and pick up an application during our operating hours. Anyone who has a computer and internet can listen to us www.titanradio.org. A lot of people who want to pursue TV and film usually start out in radio, so it's always a great opportunity.
Will a legendary band be going back on tour? And who was the First Lady's special guest this morning?
Alyssa Flores has those answers and more. For entertainment, here she is.
In honor of Veterans Day tomorrow, First Lady Michelle Obama addressed military families today with a very special guest. Doc Steffens was by her side for a special screening of the show. The episode looks at emotions children face when a family member is deployed. It airs to the public tomorrow on the Disney Channel. Disappointing news for Led Zeppelin fans. The band was reportedly only one signature away from their fourth live performance since the band broke up in 1980. According to the UK Daily Mirror, Virgin chairman Richard Branson made an offer to the band for them to perform 3 shows in London, Berlin, and New Jersey. However, lead singer Robert Plant turned down the deal, reportedly worth $800 million, that the other surviving members, Jimmy Page and John Paul Jones, had already agreed to. Plant's publicist disputed the report, claiming it was rubbish. Plant is currently touring with the Sensational Shapeshifters as he promotes his new solo album, Lullaby and the Ceaseless Roar. Taylor Swift paid a visit to one lucky university this weekend, but she wasn't at the University of Notre Dame to perform. Her brother Austin was the one in the spotlight this weekend. He's an aspiring actor and student at the storied university. Austin was in the play 6 Characters in Search of an Author being shown on campus. Dozens of fans gathered to see the singer, who gleefully waved as she arrived and left. Amazon has unveiled its newest tech product, the Echo. The Echo is a cloud-connected microphone and speaker that acts like Siri for your home. Amazon claims the Echo can hear any request, like playing music or searching the web from anywhere in the room. The device connects to Wi-Fi or your phone or tablet over Bluetooth to carry out your requests. As of Friday, Echo is only available for purchase through invitation for $100 for Amazon Prime members and $199 for non-members. And in the box office, an animated film came out on top this weekend. Disney's Big Hero 6 won the #1 spot with just a little under $60 million. Acclaimed director Christopher Nolan's Interstellar came in second, making it the first of his films not to take #1 since 2002. Gillian Flynn's thriller Gone Girl is still holding on tight at #3 in its 5th week in theaters. And that's all for today's entertainment news. Back to you guys.
Some good things there from Melissa. You know, that movie Gone Girl, I really want to see that. What about you?
Yeah, I think that'd be a great one to see. Maybe tomorrow. You know, we've got the day off.
You know, Ben Affleck starring in it. He is also taking part as Batman. You know that, right?
Oh, that's right. Wasn't there a picture? He was, you know, like bulking up. He looked good.
He's ripped, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We
Well,
gotta
anyway,
check that out.
women's soccer has been getting all the hype recently, but they aren't the only ones making a noise on the campus. Here's Joseph Anderson with more in sports.
It's a touchdown. I see a fullback is coming too, and he leads the way, and Jack takes off. Staying alive. That's the fat Jack. Touchdown, UC. Versus them if they can make it that far. Got there 2 years ago. There's Mossy Johnson. Touchdown. Quick cross, and Jim Moore right on target said today, I expect big things from number 14 tonight. 15 yards.
Third and 8. Manning stepping up, throwing. Fighting his way out of the backfield to C.J. Anderson, and Anderson up the sideline. Cuts it back. 25, 20. He's going to go. Touchdown Broncos. Ball up in the air to try and get in the end zone. Like now. Deep. Far side of the field. Caught. Touchdown. Emmanuel Thomas. Looking that way. Throwing on the slant. Thomas. Touchdown Denver. On 4th and 1. Quick snap. Going to keep it and throw it and complete it to the 20. Julius Thomas to the end zone for the touchdown.
Thanks, Joseph. Another great sighting happened over the weekend in Canada. 2 rescued sea otters met for the first time at the Vancouver Aquarium over the weekend, named Wally and Tanu. The trainer said the first meet took a while, but they are both starting to warm up to each other. The adorable otters were both facing hard times before being rescued. Tanu was rescued as a baby, only around 3 weeks old, and Wally was found blind on the verge of death before he was saved around a year ago.
And that's all we have for you tonight, but don't forget our social media sites for more news and information about Cal State Fullerton. On YouTube, follow us at youtube.com/OCNewsCSUF. On Twitter, at OCNewsCSUF.
For Facebook and Instagram, you can find us at OCNewsCSUF. Until next time, have a terrific night.
And go Titans women's soccer team.